Today I've got a dupe, a flip, and a trash to treasure for this special challenge. Stick around to see how they turn out. DIY number 1. I grabbed these 2 signs from the Dollar Tree and I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to do with them, but I thought it'd be good to go ahead and grab them, have them on hand in case, inspiration struck me. So I was very pleasantly surprised. One day I was surfing the Pottery Barn website and I happened across a sign here, and I realized that it would just be perfect for that. Instead of spending, originally $350 on it, I could spend $2 or $3 to make it. So that's what we're going to do today. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and deconstruct these signs, take the paper off the front, and go ahead and remove the twine hangers and fill the holes with some spatuling. So I'm going to go ahead and put this sign together. I'm going to use some Gorilla Wood glue and hot glue. I'll go ahead and I'll glue that edge, and I'm also going to take some popsicle sticks to hold it, reinforce it. I'm not going to really do anything else, just put it together. And now that I've got that together, I'm going to go ahead and paint it with a Waverly chalk paint and plaster. And what I'm going to do is score in some lines to do the faux shiplap look. I had previously scored in some lines before I had painted, so I'm just kind of going back over them. And I do use a ruler to try to keep myself with some semi-straight lines. So I'm just going to do that all the way across. And so much easier than trying to paint lines or draw lines. It was just, much simpler for me to go ahead and just take a craft knife and score those in. Now here's those sticks that I had asked my mom to find. I asked her to find some good straight ones. She really pulled through. She brought me a huge bunch of them, so I have a bunch in a vase as decoration. And I just used my scroll saw and cut a bunch of pieces down so I can assemble the snowflake. I did that off camera, but just going to try and put them together like the picture. And then I'll just kind of laying it out, try and get an idea of where everything's going to go. Fill in those parts in the center there. So I'm just using some hot glue to glue these down. I honestly don't know if I'm going to keep it. I have no idea. My mom likes it. I showed it to her. Maybe she'll get it. I don't know. And I do, go in and trim here and there. So just finishing that up and getting it glued together. I don't know. It's close. It's not exact. If I had taken more time to properly miter all the edges and corners and this and that, it might have turned out a little better, but I don't know. I think for what it was, it's not too bad. I do end up actually cutting off the top and the bottom some to make it look a little more cohesive, but there it is. So I'm just going to attach a hanger to the back. Using a piece of jute rope, some hot glue, so I have a way to hang it up on the wall. And there we go. That's about it. And it's all finished and ready to go for the winter season. DIY number 2. So here's my trash to treasure, I guess, with a pillow, some white macrame cord. I'm going to use this leftover buffalo check fabric and some iron-on vinyl, and I'm going to do a pillowcase. So start, I'm just taking this little square pillow. It's like an 8x8 or something like that, and just kind of measuring out that buffalo check, and here I am cutting off the tags. I'm just going to measure out how much of this. It's almost perfectly sized, but I am going to trim it down, get it squared up nicely and get it to where it'll fit. I'm not going to take it completely apart. I mean, it's already got the seam or whatever, so this way I only have to glue on 2 ends instead of 3 or 4. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and measure that out and get that trimmed up the way it needs to be. So I'm just weeding out the word Noel. Just found a font that I had on my computer, typed it out there in Cricut Design Space. You'll see in an upcoming video, this is going to be like a companion piece to something else I've made. So I thought it would kind of fit with the other one that I'm doing, which you'll see in my, yes, that is blonde. I have colored my hair again. It is no longer pink. I have some more work to do to it before I can add another color. But so there's that. And that's ready to go. But first I want to prep my pillowcase, and what I'm doing is just hot gluing the edges, but I'm leaving the corners open because I'm going to add some little tassels. Using this white macrame cord, I'm just going to do 4 tassels for one for each corner. Nothing special. Just go ahead, cut them and trim them up. And I'm going to use some of the leftover fabric little bits and just to wrap around the center there where it was tied together. And before I assemble or get the pillow in, then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have all my tassels glued in. Well, at least I do some of them. Anyway, either way, it gets done. It's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. So I just go ahead and center my iron-on transfer and use some parchment paper on top to press it down, and I'm just using my iron, and I have it turned all the way up so I don't know how hot it is. This is an off-brand iron-on, but it works pretty quick, which is nice. Then after I peel that plastic bit up, and then I go back over with the parchment paper and press over it again, and it helps like matte the finish because I didn't really want it to be too glossy. So just set it on there for a minute, and then I can peel it off and go ahead and get the pillow stuffed. Had it nice and tight there, and then I'll glue in the remaining 2 tassels and just glue up the bottom, which I accidentally cut out part of this, but you'll see in the end what it looks like. But yeah, I just fold in the bottom, and then I can tuck the strings of one of the tassels up in the corner and hot glue it down. The same on the other corner, and then hot glue the bottom so that it's all put together. Yeah, I accidentally cut off part of this, but it's pretty easy. Just taking hot glue and gluing those little tassels up inside the corners, and then like I said, just laying a line of glue at the bottom to hold it together. And it's it's a decor piece, so it's really no big deal. DIY number 3. Here I've got a candle holder that was part of my recent thrift haul, which was my Fun Time Friday video. I'll link that above. And I'm going to jazz it up for Christmas, so I just gave it a good bath. I mean, it looks brand new, no chipped paint or anything like that. So I got a crap ton of florals from that thrift haul. Here are some pine cone ornaments and the little buffalo check ribbon, the little burlap ribbon bow thing, some holly, and I think some poinsettia. So what I'm going to do is just make like a swag out of this holly branch, or this holly pick that I had. I'm just going to make like a little branch thing out of it, and just using some jewelry wire that I have. I'm just going to wire it all up together. I want to take a minute quick and talk about this collab that I'm a part of today. It is the Shop Your House collab. And the whole goal is to, shop through your house, see what you have, put it together. And, well, I have a lot of stuff to shop with in my house, so it worked out perfect. And it's, Christmas themed, so there we are. Gotta do the Christmas stuff, so this actually worked out pretty perfect. There are 11 of us in this collaboration, and there's also a chance to win a $50 gift card for Amazon. All you gotta do is make sure to comment on everybody's videos in the playlist, which is linked in my description box below, along with our host, Mary Beth of MBGray Designs. So make sure you check out everybody's videos. Don't forget to comment on all the videos so you can be entered to win the giveaway. The winner will be announced on November 21st, so make sure that you've subscribed to us and check our community tabs to find out who won. Good luck to everybody who enters! So here I am, I'm just kind of wiring everything together. I'm not going to glue anything, so that way later I can decide if I want to change it up. And I thought it would just be better to glue to the swag part instead of to the candle holder. So just actually turning them into picks and just sliding the picks through. So I didn't actually glue the poinsettias down at all. I just kind of slid them through there. And put them together that way. So just like trim off the end and so the other poinsettia head will fit. I mean, hey, why waste the hot glue if I don't really have to? And I have all this extra floral stuff. I can just take a piece of one of those picks and use it. Why not? And it ended up actually working out pretty well. I did glue the that little bow thing just to make sure that it would stay in place. But it was just like, I don't know, a little dab. I could probably take it apart if I needed to. But again, those were from the Dollar General and they were only $1 each. So I could find those again probably if I needed to. Now the only part I am going to glue, I was trying to decide how I wanted to do this. And it didn't really work out the way I thought it would at first. So I ended up changing my mind and I used the buffalo check ribbon and it just makes some little bows and put little bows on the candle holder part. I don't usually light candles, so I probably won't ever burn candles in this, at least not the way I have it decorated. I won't. I wouldn't want to run the risk of hot wax dripping on something or something accidentally catching on fire. So I'll just make these little bows and then I'll glue the little pine cones on. And that's how it turns out. I think it turned out pretty good. Definitely Christmassy. Not my vibe, but it's somebody's vibe. And there's with some candles in it. I'll have to actually, I think, put a little wax in the bottom so it'll stay put. But yeah, it turned out good. So let's look at the final results. So here's my Pottery barn dupe. Did I nail it or fail it? I think it looks cute. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And a cute little throw pillow, just special for Christmas. I like that one too. And my thrift flip candle holder, which I think will make a really good centerpiece on the dinner table at Christmas time. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to check my description box for the link to the playlist and Mary Beth's link as well. Spread the YouTubey goodness. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe to everybody in the collab. I'm sure it'll be highly appreciated to everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend and next week. Take care, y'all. Bye.